Well, hello there, YouTube, and welcome to a 16-degree Thursday, the 2nd of February. But look at this. Look at these skies. Vapor trails whizzing across the sky, people heading up north. The flights to come over are always north. The southbound ones are in a different area. But is that beautiful or what? Things all white and crispy. I think it's 20 something now. I think the last time I seen it was 21, so it's creeping up. It gets there pretty quick. Man, just so beautiful. And the lack of rain, which is a good thing because it wouldn't be rain. All right, let's start ourselves off with Thursday. Look at this. Because Danny's so slow, Mom has to stand there and protect him from his Aunt Abby, who will eat his biscuit because he is so slow. He's like an old dude, just slow little bites at a time with his little gray whiskers and stuff. I love Danny. Now they're nice and sunny, but very cold. Look, 38 today.
Ooh.
So getting to work is coming up.
Yeah?
Of course, you know, it's over an hour ago that we left, so
yeah.
It's been sitting here baking in the sun while we've been driving down the road.
Mm-hmm. Slowly.
Time's going by, temperature's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Can't be shocked that it's different when you get here.
Yeah, that's not a surprise.
Yeah. Well, Mama,
Yes,
it's Thursday. Almighty. And,
Party day.
yeah, I'll go down there and just got a couple things to do. I got that Sprocket put on it, but I'm optimistic it's going to come right off. Get that Spyder done, get that thing back on the road.
Nice.
And I think I got some BMW stuff to work on too.
Very good.
All right, so I hope you have a wonderful day.
You too.
All right, love you, see you, bye.
I love you.
Bye now.
Bye.
Bums me out. I had, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes talking about the Spyder yesterday. I'm done with it except for the front sprocket and putting the keyed barrel in the rear trunk lock set. So one key fits everything. I had to boost the battery with a BMW charger. It's been there overnight. Looks like it's done. Those Chinese batteries, I can't test them because they always test bad. And so you got to use a load tester on them. The Honda charger just goes, immediately says bad battery replaced. But yep, they sell them all day long and nobody has a problem with them. So that's the mirage of taking all that off. Do that and fire up. Got all the keys all programmed. Everything's good to go. And yeah, I'll get it up on the bench there and change the front sprocket. And from there, frighteningly, I got to do a fuel tank recall on this thing. And it's dead. It doesn't even run. They didn't know. They took the appointment. They didn't realize it was a dead BMW. I don't know if it's just a dead battery. You know what that to me is? Booby trap. When I lay a hand on this thing, they're going to have a list of, well, it didn't do this before you had it. But all I got to do is take that, drain the tank, take that tank off, flip her over, pull the pump out, put the new pump in, and that's it. That's all I'm doing to it, and I'll make it very clear. I wouldn't ride that thing no matter what. Yeah, that's rough. So anyway, that's on my schedule today too. Lucky me. All right, let's get the lock in this thing, get a sprocket on it, and send her down the road. So the matching tumbler, so the new keys with the new ignition fits. I could not get that thing out. And I knew I replaced this on one that the keys were lost to once before. And I'm digging and prying. I'm trying to figure this thing out. I know I can get it out. And I was pretty sure that this collar slides up out of the way. It does. It was just stuck. Well, you know, you don't want to damage anything. So I stole one out of an older RT. And now look what I've created some work for myself. Look how crusty and nasty that thing is. So is the little barrel-y thing. So yeah, it doesn't, once you have the rest of it apart, which obviously you got to have a key to even get to this part, but I had no ways of getting through. But anyway, and plus the bike wasn't locked. So this slides away from it, and now you can collapse and push the tumbler out the backside. But the one out of this one would not move. But yep, just a little finagling around and out she came. I like, it can't be. And just what I thought. I mean, it was stuck. This one just came right out. That's how they usually come out. But anyway, trials and tribulations. Oh! The winch kit for the Bronco showed up. Is that cool or what? So I cut like everything, it's sealed. You know, it hasn't been into before. Oh, I was about to say I'm opening it wrong. Come on, out of there. Oh, yeah. Look at that. How cool is that? This fair lead you use if you're mounting it on something that doesn't have a fair lead, or like you're mounting it somewhere and it's not going through a bumper or whatever. But remote control and a sexy little winch. We'll sit up there and go through the bumper, and I'll put one of those fair leads I got on there. The hook, there's other stuff inside there. How cool is that? Nice. That right there is what you want to see. What scared me is there was still the same amount of Kluber grease on the outside of this one as the one that was stuck. But unlike the last one, I just reached up and grabbed it and she slid right off. Just like they're supposed to be. Most of them are pretty straightforward. Now I gotta clean all that Kluber grease off. And you gotta use that Loctite on the new front sprocket. Easy peasy. That's what I like to see. Front sprocket went very, very smoothly. The hitch, however, man, it's been a while since I had one that was stuck on there like that. But it's good and tight. Gotta give it that. It's got these plastic sliders in there but I don't know why it's so tight. Every once in a while you get one like that. Yeah, got the Kluber grease off and it looked brand new underneath there. So that's nice. So just got to put some stuff back on. She needs rear tire, but I think she's holding off on that. I'm not sure. She's probably gonna put a car tire on there, but that's usually what happens when they don't have us do it. I don't know. I just pure speculation. I have no idea. But anyway, in the rainy season, that's very important to have that tire on there. Better yet, to have the right tire on there. But the Kenda K9s, from what I'm hearing, they work a lot better in the rain. Or better. I don't think it's a lot better. They last or perform better. Front tires are right there. I think we had brake pads on there too. I think she does a lot of stuff on this thing herself. I'm just guessing. It's got some crash damage somewhere along the line. Got some, turn the light on here. She's got some whack bangs going on. It was a little interesting getting the trunk on and off because everything was kind of tweaked. But it all worked out. Those things happen. I wonder if she had I don't see the holes in there. I was going to say, I wonder if she had a curb scooper on there. That's usually what they look like with those things on there. But, all right. Cool. So years ago, we lived at Silver Lake. Every day coming home from work, most days, we'd stop here. Some places in Longview we'd stop too, but it was mostly this Cascade Select. Looks like they dolled it up a little bit, but other than that, it's the same old thing. Oh yeah, we always park over there. Somebody landed a U-Haul and just literally shut off all them parking spots. Probably had a hard time figuring out where he's going to park it. Because I got it done. But little peaceful small towns, you gotta love them. Everybody knows your name. Literally, it's kind of crazy. The daily dose of the Smoak Vlog RC section. So, two things. When I seen the box and stuff, I see that little fair lead on there. That is if you aren't running it through a bumper. And then I seen some guys that didn't seem to have one, and I noticed it looked like the paint had wore off of it. I thought, oh my lord. So I got up and I grabbed this thing where I stash it, and realized it's just painted plastic. And you can see where I've rubbed across things, probably going across something out there, and it wore the paint off. That's why I ended up with these here. I think I might go with the grass. I don't know. Is the blue too much blue? It's just two screws that hold on. Maybe I'll start out with the blue. I don't know. But the graphite color looks kind of cool. I didn't see an option for just a regular, aluminum one, So, let's dig into this thing and see what it's all about. So here's what you get. The remote, a splitter wire, a little pull cord, a little tab that makes the thing's metal. That's cool. That kind of has like a one-way valve on this thing so that, you can, it keeps whatever you wrap around from popping out. And then a little stopper. The wires you plug in. The black wire is the antenna, because the remote's got like a 50-foot range. Then some screws you're going to use and stuff like that. Some pins. I don't know if this one uses the pins. So I'm looking at the Fairlead that come in that kit. I think it's plastic. And then typical Traxxas. Very, very detailed instructions. And then this is cool. You got a breakdown of the parts and part numbers. So there's parts of this thing that you can rebuild it. Look, everything's got a part number. Dang. A little trick for adding power that's through one of the stock Traxxas connectors. I think they call them TRX connectors, oddly enough. But anyway, let me get the truck ready, study my instructions, see what all I got to do here. It's got a little tab here, so when you're ready, you pull it out and it activates the battery. And you can have it hooked up to two different remotes. You got to use them separately, but if you had two trucks and each one had a winch on it, you can run them individually. And so you can see mounts underneath where you can mount this in different locations, and that's where you would use this Fairlead. I think that Fairlead bolts to the front of this, so you got something. But we're not going to use that. Alrighty. And this is literally, I think, the only model that doesn't need a different bumper. You don't have to, but to make things function. Like if I was to put it on my TRX4 Sport, if you were to, if you bought the fancy LED strip light that they have that fits in the stock bumper, you get the new bumper because where that strip light is will now be covered by the winch. And what it does, it just gives you another location. Actually, there's a picture of it. Where'd I see that? Yeah, right there. You see that elongated hole at the bottom? That's where the LED, if you had purchased the LED, would fit down there instead of up there where the Fairlead's at. Everything went wrong. Have to take it all off. How about that? There's your binding button here to bind it. There's your free spool. You just push that button and you can just free spool the winch out. Or of course you can use the remote. But I don't know if I can do this with one hand. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Here, I'm just going to push the button and pull some out here. Hold on. Good old heavy sog knife. You just heard the clutch grab. That's what that snap sound was. That thing's pretty heavy. But it'll It's 10 pounds is what it's rated for. That's crazy, that little thing. So whenever you have which you shouldn't leave your battery hooked up, I'm just doing it as an example. So it tees in and it's running battery voltage, and it's good for, I think it's 5 to 8 volts or something. The specs aren't right in front of me, but yeah, you just plug it in, battery lead. This is actually a wide in to this pass-through that I used so that my light module would function. Of course, it's the all that the cord is in the shell of the car. God, I can't speak. I've been just sitting here chilling with this thing. You know, of all the things I work on, I literally just go into another world working on these things. It's just the most peaceful thing. I just sit here. Kelly goes, "You ought to hear yourself. You're just humming away." So I hum all the time, but she goes, I can tell when you're very content. I just enjoy this so much. So Kelly and I have been talking about different places to go and go romping around. I don't know how the weather's like, but we got a couple ideas. So we'll see how the weather goes here over the weekend. We'll go somewhere, banging around my little course out there. I mean, it's fun for me to goof around on. I don't get bored with it. It's kind of a boring thing to record. I love the little ends on that thing. A little dab of Loctite. You don't want to lose them. But you can nudge it so it just, you hit one, a little more. It's all stuck. It'll stay right there. I won't leave the little pull cord thing on there. That's very nostalgic and kind of cool looking, but yeah, it won't take long for that to disappear. It's a good, and it's well made. I'll just put it in the box with the rest of the stuff. But that's cool. Ah, dang. Well, hello there, YouTube. Man, oh man. Yeah, a lot of you, it's amazing the guys, commenting, emailing me all these things about getting RC cars. I haven't answered back the comment. One of them, even first time ever to have an RC car, and he bought one of those K10 trucks.
That's pretty cool.
And you guys talking about doing the same thing, and the ones you already have, and but Traxxas and that K10 Cheyenne, that thing is some kind of, that pushes a button, that one.
I know it. I like it. It's old school.
Sure pushes my button.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm here to tell you, if you haven't been into this, that's good. Something that relaxing and that fun has got to be crazy healthy for you.
I think so.
Ain't nobody gonna have no blood pressure messing around with those things. It's just the peace and I don't know.
Nice.
If you don't know, you don't know. You'll never know. You got to try it. But anyway, it's 34 degrees out here. We're thinking about going out and doing the Sundance out in the yard. It feels so warm.
No kidding.
But on that, I think we're going to bounce out on you.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give a thumbs up. And you guys have an amazing Friday or Saturday.
Heck yeah. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye now.